Your feet are splashing through shallow puddles as you approach the outside of the church. It's a dreary day. It's thundering. It's raining. The funeral starts in 15 minutes. Your buddy's dad passed away unexpectedly. Your plan is to walk in, get familiar with the area, find somebody that you know, get a little bit of comfort built, and then find your buddy and say something. But as you open the door to walk in, you find him standing right there by himself. He's a mess. He's looking like a wreck. What do you say to him? What's the proper thing to say? What would you say? In this video, I'm gonna go through a few things you should never say that most people do say, and I'm gonna teach you one thing at the end that's the perfect thing to say at any time, whether you're at a funeral, whether something bad happened to someone, whether they're sick themselves, whether they're sick and dying, any hard situation like this, I'm gonna teach you one thing that you can say that always comes across well. So what not to say? Don't try too hard to get flowery. Most people, there's a lot of silence. Maybe the other person isn't talking very much. So they want to fill that silence by giving some big sermon on the mount, some big long talk about, oh, they lived a great life. They're in a better place. It's what they'd want. Here's the problem with that. Intuitively, it feels like that's what they want to hear. You know, positives, oh, they lived a good life, so they can kind of hang their hat on that. It doesn't work. You don't know where this person is at in the grieving process. And if they're not to a place that they've digested it yet, all those things, not only are they not helpful, but they're hurtful, and the other person doesn't want to hear it. When you try to talk too much, you come across like a know-it-all, even though I know that's not your intent. That's not anyone's intent who does that. This is a very important issue to discuss because what is intuitive to us is actually not working. What do people really want and need in a time of loss or sadness? Support. Remember that. All you want to offer is support, not some brilliant advice, not some long-winded Thoreau line. All you want to show is support. We have a tendency, especially as men, to want to help and solve. No, think of it this way. They lived a good life and they did all these experiences. I wish I would be happy if I lived that kind of life. That's not what's helpful. So all you want to do is show support. So how can you do that? This is what you can do in any time that you're talking to someone who's distressed, down in the dumps, or lost somebody. Just go up to them and say, man, I'm so sorry. And say it in a genuine way, nothing else. Let them talk. They're gonna fill you in at where they're at in the process. Then you're gonna be able to decide what to say next. So if you go up to them and say, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. Be quiet, let them say something. If all they say is, oh, thanks, man. Thank you, man, I appreciate that. Be like, yep, we're definitely here for you. Let us know if you need anything. That's it. Don't be tempted to go into some long thing about some other synopsis that you've got in your mind. Don't do it. Now, what if they say something else? If you say, man, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry you're going through this. And what if they say, yep, the way we're looking at it is this is a positive. They lived a really great life. If I die at the end of my life like that, it's going to be great. Well, then you see where they're at in the process. You can jump on that frame and jump on that thread. I was actually thinking about it the same way. I was like, I remember when they went out, when your pops went out to so-and-so, and I was like, man, I hope I have experience like that by the time that I'm towards the end of it. You can ride that, but it enables you to better facilitate your supportive comments. And remember that every step, all you're trying to do is support. So once you have a little more clarity and information on where they're at in the process, you can show more tailored support by commenting that. But when you go in there, don't assume that they're at the place where they're looking at it positively. You're like, man, what a life they lived. Maybe they can barely even, get out of bed at the time, and they don't even want to think about that, right? Then you saying that is more hurtful. So by starting off with a generic, genuine, I'm sorry, because most people are going to come up and they're going to feign some, I'm so sorry for your loss. I just saw her the other day. Be present with them. See, that almost puts up a bit of a shield where you're not allowing to get, as strange as that sounds, into the grief. You're not meeting them in the reality of their grief. When you just go up and start talking and put up this word shield, oh, I'm really sorry, just thinking about it the other day, like this and this and this, you're going, versus just being with them, I'm so sorry for your loss. And just stand there. And by accepting that silence and allowing that silence to be there, you're acknowledging this can be awkward. This is a tough time. This is a terrible time. There's nothing you can do to remove the fact that that's a terrible time. But you're being a strong, confident leader by being able to be in that space. You don't have to put up a bunch of words. Oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be this. Just, I'm here with you. I'm supporting you. I'm sorry. What can we do for you? Let us know anything, and then let them talk, and they're going to be able to give you a coloring book showing you where to color. That's kind of a strange association, but I'm going to go with it. They're going to basically tell you where to lead that conversation based on where they are at in their specific process. Now, if you want to see a crazy handshake battle between, no, I'm teasing. I don't think there's any really good videos that naturally lead themselves from this one, so I'm not going to promote any videos on this. But I'd be interested in your thoughts. Do you have any experiences of things that you said when you were trying to console a friend or something like that that went either very well or very poorly? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon.